Want help to grow your business? Download Bryn, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit bryn.ai or search the App Store today.
Hi, I'm Mandy Holloway and welcome to the series on courageous leadership. This is the first of 12 episodes and I'm really looking forward to working with you. So our episode today is about how to discover your personal leadership style. I would love for you to ask questions, share insights, get involved. There's all the social media detail. Let's make this more interactive than me just talking at you. So that would be wonderful to connect. So what is it about courageous leadership for you as a small business owner that you really need to know about? Well, firstly, there could be two different populations of leaders within your business. You're an existing leader and you'll have possibly emerging leaders in your business. Even if you don't, this is still valid to the way you're going to express your leadership mastery. So very much what we talk about is getting you to be really clear on your leadership mastery and the kind of leader you want to be, but very importantly, the kind of leader your business needs you to be in order to truly unleash the full potential of your business and your entrepreneurship. So what we're going to have a look at is the confidence, conviction and courage to be that leader, to be that authentic leader and inspire the true potential in your business. On the other side of it, if you've got people coming to these conversations with courage, truly wanting to connect and commit in different ways, or you having the courage to actually challenge yourself, what you need is to be prepared to challenge, but also be prepared to be challenged. And when you're growing and you have more people in your business, as a leader, that becomes so important because that's what drives change and ultimately what drives high performance. So the whole essence of this series, and we're getting started today on episode 1, really focused on yourself and your own leadership style, is do I have the courage to challenge myself to change and create the kind of culture that I know is going to take the business into the future and truly realise the full potential. So, leadership mastery, what does it involve? Well, there are 4 facets to leadership mastery. There's the facet that got you to where you are with your entrepreneurial spirit, and that's your technical mastery, your technical expertise. It might be that you're a solar energy expert, you're an accountant, you're a solicitor. Whatever it is you've brought, that's your technical expertise and technical mastery. And for most business leaders, they focus their development on that. What we're going to encourage you to do in this leadership series is have a look at the other 3 facets of your leadership mastery. The first one, and that's what we're starting with today, is self-mastery. Self-mastery is incredible and incredibly important for you to be authentic, courageous, congruent, and passionate. Those are things that you went into business as a small business owner to live. But often in our busyness, we forget to actually invest enough time and energy in that area. So I'm going to give you a few tips and tricks on how to develop your self-mastery. Then we're going to shift in and we're going to have a look at relationship mastery. Relationship mastery is all about being trusted, engaging, and inspiring. And that relationship mastery is both within your business, but also importantly within your community, with your customers or clients, and your suppliers. And then what we're going to look at, lastly in this series, is your business mastery. Business mastery is one of those things that people think that you've either got it or you haven't, and you've either got acumen or you haven't. I'm going to teach you a few things and show you some tips and tricks to actually develop your business mastery so you can be insightful, practical, resourceful, and decisive. And that's the actual elements that we're going to focus on throughout the 12 episodes. So I hope this entices you to come and join us for the full 12 episodes. So what is leadership mastery? What we're going to focus on today is it's about your personality. You each bring a dominant hand to how you interact with the world. And you need to understand what that is and actually say, how am I coming from a place of strength with my personality? Then I've got my character. That's basically how I've been brought up. It's my values, it's my belief system. I can get that from my parents, from my education, from my community. Now, I want to be coming from a place of strength with my character and making sure I'm capitalising on who I am, and that's what I'm bringing to my business every day as the leader. And then I'm going to challenge you. A lot of people say, people are born leaders. No, they're not. No one's a born leader. There's not some genetic composition that makes you a great leader. It's learned. You have intellectual competence, which you can build and develop, and you have emotional competence, which you can build and develop. So we're going to have a look at the capability that you can start really developing as a leader in your small business. So how are we going to start this off? And this can be quite challenging. Is each of you walk in to this episode, you walk into your business every day with your habits. I like to call it your cage of habits. This is how I do things. This is me. I know that if I do things that way, I am predictable. I am predictable in the outcome that I know that I can achieve, the task, the quality of the outcome. So let's just define what our habits are. They're an intersection of three things. They're an intersection of knowledge, which is the what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. The intersection then is with skills, which is the how. How do I engage in conversations? How do I delegate to people? How do I make sure that my business is a success? And the last part of a habit is your attitude or your desire, and that's your want to do something. So I don't know about you, but if you've seen little kids, because they're really raw and blunt with their emotion, if they don't want to do something, they're not going to do it. I don't wanna. You've actually got to pick them up, carry them, bribe them, do something to actually entice them to want to do it. What I've said though is, as adults, I call it the Madagascar penguin. Smile and wave. Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. I don't really want to do what you're asking me to do, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to smile and wave. And inside my head, I'm going, what a load of rubbish. So I'm going to challenge each and every one of you to be very, very aware that you walk in to this episode and to your business every day with a comfort zone, a way you do things. It's your cage of habits. It's how you get things done. Throughout this episode and every one of the 12 episodes that you're going to come and join us on, you're going to be encouraged to step in to your learning zone. Because if you're going to be part of these episodes, if you leave them exactly the same way that you walked in, it's a complete waste of time, complete waste of energy. I'm going to encourage you, and I'm going to be doing it regularly throughout the episodes, to rattle this cage of habits that you sit in. That means getting into your learning zone. I'm going to share with you, when I run these activities in workshops, I invite people to share with me what are the 4 or 5 words that you would use to describe how you feel when you're in your learning zone. I'm going to give you some ideas. You might even write them down right now. As I'm talking, you think about it. What are the 4 or 5 words that I would use to describe myself when I'm in my learning zone? Frustration. Anger. Confusion. Oh, but I can also feel excited and happy. But I could also feel overwhelmed. Sometimes I can even feel embarrassed. That can often drive me back into my comfort zone. So what you're going to see is there's a whole range of emotions that you go through when you're learning. And they're not all positive, warm, happy emotions. So I'm going to challenge you that if you're not feeling some of this stuff as you're embracing the episodes and as you're shifting in back to your workplace and trying some new things, then you're not in your learning zone. And as I said to you, one of the concepts that I use, and I'm going to use it quite regularly in the episodes, is rattle a cage. And I'm going to share with you just a...
To continue enjoying this presentation, download Bryn, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit bryn.ai or search the App Store today.